everyone, and welcome to another good episode with me, Judith Kefers, and let's get down into it. So, before I go into this, I feel the need to say, anyone who knows me knows that I have, mad anger issues, and this is not something that I'm not boasting about and I'm not bragging about it, and I have been working on myself for a while, but, sometimes I just lose my shit. I literally just oh God, I don't understand what I do, but I lose my shit. I try so hard to hold myself back and be like, Judith, calm down. But so sometimes when people say things that I do not agree with, no, there's different people that I don't agree with you than when I think you are stupid. When I think you are stupid, I make it my civil duty to take you down. Do you understand? I make it my civil duty to take your ass down. I don't even know why I'm that much of an argumentative person, but when I think that, God, this person is stupid. So, and I'm working on my anger issues. I'm trying my best, and I'll keep at it because, obviously, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I'm pretty sure a few, builders lost a few limbs trying to build Rome, so I am still going to keep at it as much as anything else in my life. But recently, what had happened was, you guys always know that I teach from my life. So there was this friend of mine who, he and I had a little problem, and while we were trying, he offended me at first, yes, because he was so angry. You will be in the right, yeah, but I would get so angry that I would end up on the wrong. Okay, so he offended me, and I was feeling really hurt, and I felt, I was feeling some type of way, and I was not happy at all, and I tried to express that anger or upset, and then he just gave one trivial, unnecessary, one apology that you won't even, it's kind of apology you get when, I don't know, what is the most trivial nonsense that could happen, and that's the kind of apology that I received, and I was not satisfied with that. That didn't even seem the slightest bit genuine to me. So, fine, I tried to pass that message across in a calm way, but brother wanted to start playing and start talking, random gist that is not the matter at hand that I'm trying to solve, and then I lost my shit, and then I was I went yada yada yada, blah 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 blah, and I went and I said a whole lot of shit, but trust, I didn't go, you're mad, you're stupid, your father is crazy, no, I said a whole lot of, points that, in my mind I was making. And, after a while, I realized, oh my God, I snapped at this person. I should apologize. I apologized, and I tried to talk to this person again, and the person still repeated the same shit. And I just, I couldn't even control it the second time. I was blood. And then, but... Again, I felt remorse and I apologized. This is just a bit of a backstory to what led to me thinking of this episode. And... so later on, after I gave long and extensive apologies, and this person, decides, okay, they want to tell me what I'm doing wrong and all, and I'm fine. I'm open for advice and criticism, because that's how you grow. You learn when you see what you're not doing right, and then you change and become better. So I'm there okay, reading all the long epistle that I got, and this person is making his point or true, but he ensures that at every turn he puts an insult, saying really mean and hurtful words, and then he says he's just being blunt. Fine, because apparently people do not know the difference between blunt and insulting anymore. So, I say fine, cool. Fam. So I take my time, I enumerate some shit, and try to explain my point and try to point out that as much as you're trying to be helpful, your words have also your words were kind of offensive. That kind of I'm only telling you that this because I love you, but you're stupid. That kind of rubbish kind of thing. Do you understand? It is not acceptable to me in any way. And brother was like, "What am I saying? I know nothing. Can you call that I should just that instead of me to just say yes, that I would change and I will work on myself, and I'm busy thinking that I have anything to do you understand, that kind of thing." And I'm like, bruh, I cool. Nah. It's not an issue. I just calmed down. I didn't go crazy this time because, that was what led to the matter before. Do you know what? Let me just get into this topic before I give you my life gist entirely here today. Anyway, whatever happened after, I went on and I really sat down. I really thought about everything that he said, and I'm like, yes, he's right. I do have like bad anger issues, but I am working on it and I'm trying to fix myself every day. I spend my life trying to be a better human being. I never like want to be in the same position that I was before. I don't think I know it all. So like, obviously I am like the most teachable person in the world because I am always eager to learn new stuff, except bad stuff because I don't like bad stuff. Alright, so I created this little acronym, RESPECT, for like human communication, like how to actually speak to people, and respect them, and also like, do you understand, communicate with them effectively. This should be called effective communication, like effective human communication. That is what I'm trying to, that's what this list is about. Sorry that I've gone on rambling, but I'll try to fasten it up. So let's go. R, reasonable character. That at least you should have that. You have to have manners and a character for people to be able to associate with you in the first place. Do you understand? Like, okay, so like me now, people know I get really angry, but I have all this other, good things about me that people like and stuff, and so then I can still have friends and companions. E, explain yourself. Explain things that you mean. You don't just say things and then expect people to automatically read your mind and know what you mean. No, explain yourself, especially to these men. Explain yourself very, like, do you understand? Don't feel too high and mighty to explain yourself so there can be some sort of understanding. If you think that you have explained well, try and explain again, because you're trying to keep a relationship or a friendship. Obviously, friendship is a kind of relationship, so keep a relationship with someone. S, solid counterpoints. That is, you should have, when someone is coming at you and saying, okay, I think Donald Trump is a bad president, yeah, instead of if you disagree, you shouldn't be like, what do you mean? That's why your father left you and you're a bastard and your mother is poor and your kitchen is dirty. Do you understand? That is not what you're supposed to say. You are supposed to say, okay, I see that Donald Trump did this and that, and that is why he is a good president. Do you understand? Have solid counterpoints. Just don't be a cantankerous blabbermouth, because that is a very good way to lose a friendship. Because if I talk to you and then you just go all insulting towards me, next time I will not do that. I will not communicate with you. All right. P, perspective consideration. Oftentimes, people will, how do I put this? You will have an argument, especially like, take for example, the glass half full and the glass half empty argument. Now, I'm standing on the side that says, oh yes, the glass is half full. Yes, but you are on your side and saying the glass is half empty. So before I go, I stand where I am and I write you off like, what do you know? Kiniko, you need to take your time, go over to the other side and try to see where the person is coming from. That is where explanation comes in. So the person will explain to you, and then you will try to understand things from their perspective. So that this is gold. I'm serious. All right, now ego check. So oftentimes people will be like, me? Maybe, for example, now you are like a 30-year-old successful business entrepreneur, and then, I see, let's just say entrepreneur. You're a successful entrepreneur, and you're like, successful and shit, yeah? And there's this new come up 15-year-old who really doesn't know much, but then, things that they know enough, and they're trying to have this like a rapport, back and forth arguments with you, and then you'll be like, oh my god, I shouldn't really associate with this person or even talk to this person, because I am beyond you, I am more than you, I am bigger than you. That is, it's good for you to know your place, know who you are, be confident in yourself, have esteem, but do not let it bother on pride and do not be egotistical. Do you understand? do not be egotistical. When you address people, do not be condescending. Don't be like, okay, because I am older, so, because oftentimes you will learn that age is not maturity, age is not wisdom, not these days. Not even, I see where 50-year-olds do things that 20-year-olds would think is completely ridiculous. So age is not maturity, and age is not, wisdom. So it is fine that you are better than someone, but you don't have to. When I am talking to people who are younger than me or who I feel know less than I do, I bring it down to the basics. No, let's say I was explaining rocket science to a child, I wouldn't be using big great words. I would talk about in words that a little child will understand. That is what you do. You don't be like, what do you know, please excuse me, let me pass, that kind of stuff. That is ego, and that will ruin you, because they say pride comes before a fall. The number C, that's number 6. Comment scrutiny before you say anything, especially when you are texting, because the person cannot read your mind or hear the voice inside your head from the text. So you need to skim through your words and try not to be a certain way you are not trying to be. Make yourself as clear and as understandable as possible. That is all that a person can ask of you. Be as clear and as understandable, but scrutinize your words. Any word you see that might cause a misunderstanding or problems, just peacefully edakun your kuro, remove it from there and avoid any extra unnecessary story that would probably lead to arguments and also, or this all falls back to explaining yourself, really. Now, time. Humans will not always, want to be around you. Do you understand? Sometimes people will be like, oh, hey, babe, how are you? My friend will be like, oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm so stressed. I just need some space. Fine. I give her time, but not too much time. Do you understand? I guess, okay, cool. Babe, sorry for now. Tomorrow morning, I'm back. I give her the night to rest. And in the morning, I'm back. I'm like, okay, babe, right now, are you okay? Do you want to talk now? Do you understand? Give people time. You need to be patient. You can't just be like, oh, she said she doesn't have my time, I'll never talk to her again, blah, 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 blah. You need to be patient. Patience is really important. I'm sorry if this feels rushed and I'm not getting my point, but I'll go over it one more time in quick succession. Reasonable character, explain yourself, solid counterpoints, perspective consideration, ego check, comment scrutiny, and time. That is the things that I feel that are a bit essential in human communication. All the other extra nuances and niceties are good and all, but these I feel like are essential when you're communicating with humans, especially in this age of social media where we don't see each other and we don't talk on the phone a lot, but we're always texting. You need to implement some of these things so that you don't end up making more enemies or having to explain or go through all this plenty story like I just have had to, because trust, it is so stupidly unnecessary. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening. I really, really, really appreciate that you guys are listening. Thank you for listening to my last episode. That was the vaginal maintenance. If you haven't listened to it, please go down to the episode tab, click and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's also on YouTube, and the links are on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere, and air. Alright guys, well, have a nice time, and I can't wait to come back here and tell you more stuff. Mwah! Bye bye.